I talk about earth grounding a lot for getting what I call, more gallons is like I call it like a static. It's like bugs, trails everywhere, and little bugs all of a sudden. Yeah. Anyway, I call it like a static, right? Static electricity is what it feels like, and grounding help a lot. A lot of people don't think grounding does anything. Oh, it's just a bunch of BS, right? Yeah, right. But keep watching, dipshits. Keep watching the grounding disbelievers.
Relate to your neurons and everything in your head and dementia. And the last thing it mentioned was
Proximity meter.
dehydration.
Oh yeah, and she's dehydrated. She needs to drink.
Yeah, that kind of.
Okay. Here, I'll keep you out of the video. Let me see your arm, though. Oh, you've got some voltage there too. Just a little bit, at least. Because normally you got to wiggle it to make it do its thing. But yeah, and usually on the wrist it's around there, a little bit there. Okay, this is my mom. We'll keep her out of the thing, but this is not supposed to do this. She's electrical, apparently. And
Maybe it. So is that
try the dog.
supposed to?
Nothing on the dog.
Well, she's so
that
close
pillow
to
made
the
a
ground.
difference, I think, already though, Ron, because it's not.
That's a grounding
going
pillow.
up and down like it was a while ago. How weird. How cool.
Well, look at that. It's even beeping. That is so that you're not plugged into the wall outlet or anything, right? Okay, grounding is real. I'm trying to find out if it's known whether doctors or health people, professionals, have ever done any testing as to how much voltage should be on a person's skin, as in my video of my mom having over 100 volts of AC detectable on her hand while she was touching a grounding pillow too, so it's not static electricity, otherwise it would have been grounded out, because when that meter went off, when I tested her, she was leaning on the grounding pillow, so that didn't make a difference. The voltage is in her skin on it. It's not being dissipated by the grounding pillow. So I'm trying to find whether or not this is something that's known about, if there's any information, and of course I'm coming up to just dead ends, and it's not addressing the question. I mean, no matter how I question it, it doesn't seem to address the question I'm asking. This is the closest I got here so far with, does the human body carry voltage? Because, I don't want to know how much it takes to pass through the skin. These all are addressing, voltage from an external source. I just want to know, how can there be power on the skin, like I read with that meter? It makes no sense. And this says, and this is weird too. I clicked on this, does the human body carry voltage? And it says, too bad. What's that mean, too bad? As an average human carries 3,500 times the voltage of a nuclear reactor. So, however small voltage times trillions of cells. But that's not what's putting, 100 volts detectable AC on my mom's wrist. And the fact that she just did chemotherapy, got done with it 2 months ago, and she still hasn't eaten but a couple bites of food. She's on liquids. She looks like she's freaking Ethiopian. And her sores are getting worse from her bed sores, and the doctors are doing all kinds of more things, and she's just getting worse. And I'm supposed to think that they know what the fuck they're doing. Oh, by the way, she wasn't in a bed, an invalid before she did the chemo. She could carry a conversation and drive herself to the store and go to the bathroom without needing help to walk to the door, and adjust her position in bed without, having to have somebody come and lift her up. She could do everything she needed to do before doing the chemo. Now she did the chemotherapy, and she was been like this ever since. And she's, speaks like she's resigned herself. I'm in God's hands now, and she thinks the doctors helped her somehow. And I'm like, how did they help you, you know? You could drive yourself to church on Sunday before you did the chemo. Now you can't even get out of your bed and you need help to go to the bathroom. How is that helping? Is you just becoming an invalid is helpful? I don't get it. Anyway, what is the voltage of the human skin? The electrical properties of human skin in the range of the applied voltages between 0.2 and 60 volts are modeled theoretically and measured experimentally. Remember, 2 parallel electric current pathways are considered, one crossing lipid corneocyte matrix and the other going through skin appendages. Okay, that brain. Oh, gee, that makes it simple. Did they answer my question? Fuck if I know. Of skin, okay, and I've looked through these. They're not addressing the question that I want you to know. And it's not about detecting it. She can't detect it, obviously, but the meter detects it. Resistance of internal 300 ohms for the body. Okay, so we're not good conductors of electricity, generally. If you've seen any of my Morgellons nanoparticles, Kimberly T. Rails things, I'm quite convinced that one of the components that's being used in the Kimberly T. Rails is that those particles are antennas, and they're the same size antennas, so they have the same wavelength. And if an electrical signal is in the vicinity of these antenna particles, they will conduct it and become electrified. And when you have billions of them inside your body, you have multiples of them in every cell, and they all become electrified, that's going to cause you to become charged. Normally a person shouldn't have any AC power on them. That doesn't make any sense. AC is alternating current, and that shouldn't be going on with a human body. However, if you exist within a highly charged electrical field with, AC signals passing through you from multiple antennas and Wi-Fi sources, and you have antennas in your body that are picking up that signal, then it makes perfect sense why you might have an AC charge on your skin, even though it's not something talked about and it's not something known, because it's not something supposed to be happening. And apparently no doctor in all the history of medicine has ever thought to take a test meter and see if there's electricity, more electricity than there ought to be on a person when they're ill, or as compared to when they're healthy. They just, oh gee whiz, we never thought to do that. Check, oh my. Well, we got to do this chemotherapy still anyway, right? Makes a lot of sense. Let's never question it. How much voltage is normal to be detected on a person's skin? That's what I asked. And it says, how many volts to conduct through skin? No, that's not what I want to know. How much voltage is required to go through skin? That's not what I asked. How much voltage is safe for the human body? I didn't ask that either. What is the normal voltage of the human body? Is going to give me that. Okay. The human body voltage is -3 volts when the right foot of the body rises. The human's body voltage decreases to approximately 0 when the right foot is lowered. The largest, what? Human body voltage is -7 volts. So I'm getting 100 plus AC off of my mom, not -7. And -7 would infer that it's DC. Oh, okay. What voltage is harmful to humans? What is a healthy voltage range? 2. Take voltage reading. State of charge and voltage. 100% charge. 12.7, that's a 12 volt battery, not a charge, not a human body. Whatever. That is, this range right here tells you what a car battery has, and it's not connected to human voltage. I don't know why it shows up right there. Normal human starts feeling an electric shock. And she doesn't feel it. It's just there. I detected it with the damn meter. With this meter right here. Which is kicking off some voltage right here in the air. Apparently there's a lot of power coming off of that camera. Why is there that much power coming out? It's not even touching it. I have to get closer than that to a light bulb before it goes off. On myself, I have to move it to make it simulate an AC field. But the pitch even changes pitch. It gets a little higher pitched on a person. Also, what was I going to say? Oh, when it's on me, it's hitting the top of the range, which is 300 volts at the top of the meter. Or no, excuse me, 200 volts. So when it pegs this, it's over 200 volts. So that stands to reason. That sounds right with static. If it's static electricity, then it's going to be way over 200 volts. But this is not static because I can ground myself out and it's still there. I can be grounded and detected and it's still there. This is like something internal that's just holding that much charge. And on my mom, it's way, way, way more than anybody I've ever seen. In fact, you don't have to wiggle it to make it beep. You just touch her with it and it beeps continuously. Which is not right. Of course, doctors are going to have no answers for that. Gee whiz, we never thought to check that. Oh, guess it means nothing. Let's do some more chemotherapy. That's a good idea. Fucking whatever. What are the negative effects of chemotherapy on the body? Mucositis. Lovely. Chemotherapy is such a fucking fraud. You know, it used to be that cancer was called consumption. That's what it was called. Consumption. And it was twofold. It was something that people with wealth would get, because of consumption of too much good stuff, too rich foods, too much of things. It's a condition, and it was also called consumption because once you had consumption, it consumed you. Such as, cancer is thought to do. It can be thought of as. It was called consumption. And it was a condition of your cells. And it still is, as far as I know. It's a condition of your cell, and it's not disputed that cancer is a condition of a cell. It's not a living thing that comes along like a germ and attacks you and tries to kill you, and you can kill it. That's why chemotherapy is so fucking stupid. They're acting as if this is some invading germ parasite that needs to be, you gotta scorch the earth and kill everything there, and then you can recover, and you'll be, maybe be better if you get rid of it. That is not addressing how you got it in the first place. That is just scorched earth policy. Kill everything and then see if you survive. Fucking ridiculous. Cancer is not a living thing. It's a condition of a cell. So when people say, oh, we killed the cancer, what the fuck are they really saying? You can't kill cancer because it's not fucking alive. Hello. But it doesn't stop the medical community from letting that be the prevailing belief by people. They don't correct them. Oh, well, no, it's not a living thing. Oh, it's not something you can kill. When you kill cells, when you kill cancer cells, you're not killing cancer. You're killing yourself. It's killing your cells. And then the hope is that after those dead cells that were malformed because of the cancer are flushed out, your new cells will grow back and they'll be okay without any abnormalities that we would call cancer. Do you see how stupid that is? It's not a living thing attacking you. It's a condition that happens to this cell. And everything happens for a reason. There's a cause and an effect. An effect, no, the Kabbalah there says there's no cause that doesn't have an effect, and there's no effect that doesn't have a cause. So, by treating cancer as if it's something it's not, they're completely going the wrong direction in trying to address it. And I don't believe for 1 second they don't know what causes cancer. Just get out there and race for a cure. Yeah, meet me under the big cell tower while Kimberly T. Rails sprays the sky, and we'll race for a cure together. Come on, guys. Let's go out and race for a cure. Let's give all our money to our doctors because it takes billions and billions of dollars and they still haven't come up with anything? What the fuck? 75 years now and all they got is, well, we can do another round of chemotherapy. Here, let's shoot you up with the toxic red devil and see what happens. If you live, maybe you'll get better. Thanks, Doc. Oh, that'll be $10,000 per round. Now go sell your house and give us the money. That's what they're doing. They're killing people and taking every last dime they have. If you were broke as shit, they wouldn't be going through all this to help you. It's only if you have health coverage and money. And then they'll treat you. They'll keep helping you until you've got no money left. And then they'll let you die. Because doctors are our friends and they're helping us. And I'm just going to end this right now because I'm not going to get an answer to my fucking question. I'm going to just read more runaround, which is just going to piss me off even more. In our fucking fraudulent bullshit country. What a fucking joke. Thanks for watching. Whatever you do, just get a good air filter. Swamp coolers are great. Put a swamp cooler in your house and keep it running. Fresh water in it every couple of days and you'll have no Kimberly T. Rails problems, and that's about the best prevention of cancer that I can think of. Because it causes it. I mean, duh.